everyone! Okay, I know it's really up close and personal, but I'm hiding something right here. And it is this, the Nutribullet. I just picked this up because I am dying to know how does it hold up against the Oster Versa. People really seem to love their Nutribullet. I love the Oster Versa blender, and I want to see how the tests compare. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so maybe I should read the manual, which I'm not going to do still, but this is the blade that came on the bottom of the packaged Nutribullet, like it came with one of the cups attached already. This is the blade. Doesn't really feel very heavy duty, you know, and then there's another one that's like a two blade, just like one blade across. I'll show you right here, like a wing blade. Not sure what that's for, but I'll find out. But I'm going to use this because it's like the Oster Versa blade, and I'm going to try to see how well it chops up kale and stuff, because right now I'm going to make a green smoothie. Okay, I have the Nutribullet washed and ready to go, and the other handle, what it came with on there was like a convenient handle that will fit on either of the cups, because look, this is one of the smaller ones, and this handle right here, I'll just show you, that can pull off and conveniently put on here. So whichever cup you want to take and have it like with a handle, that's a nice convenient thing about that. So that brings me to, let's go over some of the basics. This is a 600 watt unit, and I don't know how many, okay, 600 watts, this is 1400 watts, 2 horsepower, so I don't know what the horsepower is on this. The big thing about the Nutribullet that people love is the convenience. Okay, you can just, everyone can make their own smoothie that they want. You can push it down here, you go like this. Okay, I gotta figure that out. But it doesn't have any variable speeds. It does come with 3 cups, it looks like. This is the biggest one. So people love the fact that it's convenient. You can just take that in your car with you when you're finished and have a nice drink. I will argue, because there are actually lids as well. Doesn't have a hole on the lid in terms of a place for a straw, but if you're so concerned about the convenience, you can always make something in the Oster Versa and then get a reusable plastic cup like this, because these cups are great and they've got a lid on there and it's a screw-on lid, so it's not going to spill. And take these with you, just make sure to wash them so you don't have to worry about that. What I prefer about the Oster Versa is that it will make more. If you've got a family with 3 kids, 4 kids, whatever, or you and your spouse, you might not want to just make 1 cup at a time. So in that sense, this is convenient, more convenient. But also now, if you've got the picky person and everyone wants their own smoothie, I can see where this could be far more convenient. Just load it up with the little items and let everyone make what they want. However, you can also do the same with this. It's really not a big deal, and I've done the same with me and my daughter. If she wants something different in her smoothies, or I want to put more kale in mine, not hers, you know, it's not really that hard to just make more. Okay, so I'm gonna start making a green smoothie. Let me just get all this stuff ready. As I'm getting this, my items ready, it occurred to me that, you know, maybe you need a refresher with regards to the Oster Versa. So you just have to take my word for it. These blades in here are super thick and have a sharp edge. These blades are built to last. You can tell, absolutely, just touching them. They're really strong. This feels like, I mean, it's a blade, but there's no comparison. It's like maybe driving a Mercedes versus, you know, picking up an old beat up car. It will do, but even this, you can tell that this might wobble. And I've seen videos where people say that the blades start to wobble. Worse, and you know, maybe I'll do this part afterwards, the blades can even start to rust. Or the bottom portion of this can rust. Now, I'm going to also try making ice cream in this, but that will be the next video. What I want to say is, why I love the Oster is this is completely versatile. You can make your nut butters easily, you can make your ice creams, you can make your milks, and you can do it all in one thing. The Nutribullet, now I did not get the Pro 900 version, very specific reason why. The Pro 900, when I looked online, is varying from maybe only $20 to $40 less than the Oster Versa. You can find good deals for the Oster Versa. So if you're going to spend like something that's almost as much money as this, I would go for the quality one. So I'm specifically testing this was $90 at Walmart, and I'm in Canada. I'm specifically testing what I would consider to be the more consumer model for people who don't have a lot of money, but they want something that will do a good job. So that's my reasoning for not testing the Pro 900. And I'll be back with my ingredients. Okay, I'm in my mom's kitchen, so space is sort of at a premium right here. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to put into the smoothies. I have a stalk of kale each, and I'm leaving the hard part because I never take that off. I've got a piece of cucumber with the skin, slice of apple, piece of ginger. So I'm putting the same items into both. Got some baby carrots here, I'll probably put a couple in. And to sweeten it up as well as the apple, I'm using half a banana. I see the first possible problem right here. Not sure how all this will fit in the Nutribullet, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I'm just going to add water, I guess, to these smoothies. Let me start piling in some of the items. So the Nutribullet has a max line right here. I don't know if you can see that so well. There it is. Let's start with, let me move this over. Let's start with the green. I have grapes as well, possibly to sweeten. So I'm going to use one stalk. Let me put the piece of ginger. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let me zoom in. Okay, so this is a whole stalk of kale. I'm going to break it up a little bit to help it out. And I'm going to drop that in there. I think I just lost a morsel. Should I cut the apple more? I feel like I should. I'll give this a little advantage. I'll cut that in half. Sorry guys, I just heard my phone go off. I will also cut the cucumber. Okay, I'm already almost at my max capacity, and I'd started to break this piece of celery, so I'm going to continue to do that. Just break that. I don't know if I have room for the carrots. Alright, I'll cut this up a little bit more. But you know, if you like to even make a bit extra smoothie, you can see where this is going to possibly be a problem. But let's see how it turns out. So for now, let's just put 2 pieces of carrot. And I don't have the banana in yet, so let's get the banana in. This is a super soft, really ripe banana. Just going to stick that right there on top. And now, let me add some filtered water. Oh, you know what I also brought? And it's only fair I do this. I'm going to put a little filtered water and a couple frozen strawberries. So it's going to make it, this is how I make my smoothie. So I'm going to put some water in here, which I honestly can't tell you that I know how much it is. I'm going to fill it to there. It's not quite the max line, but the reason I'm putting it there is I want to give it a good chance to emulsify the items. And this might not be the coldest smoothie, but I'm going to put 2 frozen strawberries in there, if I can get them in. So this is now really jam-packed, and I don't even know if the blade will go in, but let's try this. Okay. I'm putting the blade on, screwing it on, so it's nice and easy to screw on. And when you screw it on, it should be waterproof. Now let me get my phone, because I'm going to time this for just about a minute, and I'm going to do the same with the Oster Versa, okay? So we do as fair a comparison as possible. Let me just get my timer setting up on the phone. And the reason I'm not really cutting away right now is because I want you guys to just see it as it goes. I want you to see everything. I want you to see that I'm not stopping and doing anything cheating, you know, whatever. I think I need a stopwatch. Alright, I'm going to go for about a minute. So I'm going to hit start, then I'm going to go. me, I possibly could have stopped it earlier. Well, let's have a gander. Okay, well, it looks very liquefied. I know I'm zoomed in pretty close. To look at it also, it seems a bit fibrous. So what I'm going to do with this is what I've done with my other tests, which is to get the strainer out and see how it looks going into a bowl. Okay, so nice and easy, no major cleanup. Sorry guys, I'll zoom that back out. Okay, and let me taste it first. Well, definitely lots of kale, lots of green. It's a green smoothie, of course, so that's okay. I'm talking while I'm walking because I'm trying to find a bowl so I can do a proper test of the grit. Let's just see how that is going to come out. Moving all this stuff aside, guys. Sorry, I'm moving around like a crazy woman. Well, let me drink some more. Let me see if I'm feeling or... It's gritty for sure. Let me try to do a pour test. Sorry guys, there we go. Okay. Looks fairly smooth. Of course. It's thick. But at a minute, it seems like it did a good job emulsifying everything. This is a little strainer here, so let's move you guys closer now and do the strainer test. Now, if this is a good little machine, this would be handy for travel. That's where I can see it coming in completely handy. So, I'm going to try to sift this out. See what's left. I'm also drinking. See just how fibrous this is. Seems to be having a harder time. Well, it seems to be having a bit of a hard time to come out, flow out really freely. Let's put it this way. And I mean, it's definitely thick. I mean, at this point right here, can you see that? That looks like a puree. It sort of looks like baby food. That's what that part looks like right there. So to get it to go out, maybe I'm not going to force it out. I want you guys to see what it's like. So it's like a baby food. Probably a little more, well, maybe not even more liquid than a baby food. So that's that. It's very gritty. It doesn't taste gritty, it just tastes, see, this is like applesauce right here. It just tastes like, there's a lot of a grit, so an applesauce sort of consistency, and that's what's in the bowl. Alright, that's the strainer test. Let's get started on the Oster Versa. Okay guys, so I already put in a little bit of water, the celery, into the Oster Versa. Let's get the kale. Okay, so I just sort of break it a little bit, but again, putting the whole stalk, all the fiber. Piece of ginger. And that's another piece of leaf from the kale. The apple. The cucumber. I did put 2 pieces of carrot. 2 baby carrots. And I'm going to also put the half a banana. Now the thing also to consider with the Oster Versa, especially if you can get it at a similar price, is that you've got that tamper for tough items if they don't go down. I know I added enough liquid right now to the Nutribullet. However, you could get away with not adding as much liquid to the Oster Versa because of the fact that you can use the tamper to push stuff down. Now, I had also put 2 frozen strawberries. 2 pretty big ones, so let's find 2 frozen strawberries. And I think I have everything in here that I had the other mix. So now it's just time for me to get the timer started. And I'm going to put this on high. The Nutribullet does not have a gauge. I probably have less liquid in here than I had in the Nutribullet. I think I'm going to add a little more water. Just eyeballing it, but I think I had a little bit more. I'll go like that. I'll do that. It's hard to be, I mean, I didn't measure anything. I should have done that. But we're really just trying to get an idea of what, how the tests compare. So, I'm just going to put this on high. That's what I'm getting at. I'm going to put this on high and run it for a minute to do the comparison like the Nutribullet. There is a smoothie setting, of course. This is what's convenient about this. There's a smoothie setting, there's a soup setting, there's a dips and spread setting. You get the value of being able to make soups with this machine. Now, I know I'm sounding biased, but it will give you more options. So if you have the opportunity to pick this up at a better price, hands down, I'd go for this. I would have the Nutribullet as a companion if I'm out somewhere, like I was in Barbados and they had a magic bullet and I was happy. I was able to make shakes, but it didn't have that same versatility. But I wanted to still make great shakes and I was able to. So, I've got the tamper ready in case. So you know what? Let's start the timer. I'm going to do the same as I did before, which is I'm going to press start and then turn that on. So here, start. And you can either push stuff down or you can suck it down. Okay, there we go. That's a minute there as well. So let's take a look at the Oster Versa. Definitely more liquidy. I mean, still, you can still see the fiber. I mean, you're not going to get rid of the fiber. This is not a juicer. Let's do the, let me hold the cup properly. Let's do like a pour test. Okay, it's another smooth pour. And let's do the taste test. Tastes about the same. It means the same ingredients. This is smoother. Hold on 1 second. Okay, that was a phone call that came through that I had to take. So, tastes good, fibrous though. That's what you expect from a green smoothie. It's got more foam, frothiness to it. Let's do the sifting test here. Oops. Let's move this in so you can see better. Okay, so let's, yeah. This is definitely pureed better. It still has, you know, it's got the fiber. So it's got the baby food sort of consistency right here. Can't lie. But it's smoother because as I drink it, and even looking at it here, it's a smoother consistency, which you would expect with the 1400 watt machine. Oh, let me just see something. I'm looking here. It's hard to tell if there's, yeah, this is definitely though, guys, just to show you this. I mean, look at that right now. That's like, this is from the Nutribullet. It's like sort of liquefied applesauce, whereas this is more like a smoothie. Testing again to the drinking. In fact, the more that sits there, the more that becomes like a thick, really thick consistency. So it's doable, guys. You know, it liquefied everything, it seems like. The only way I'll know if it didn't liquefy everything is when I continue drinking, if I find any chunks. But what I'm going to do as well is test how this will make ice cream. Because I did see someone make ice cream in the, in this. There's apparently a contraption that you can use to make ice cream, yada yada, or you can try making it in this itself. So for this green smoothie test, I would say that 100% the winner is the Oster Versa. Far more liquefied. This is really pulpy. So some people who like much smoother smoothies might not like drinking it. It's drinkable, don't get me wrong. It's just not quite as pleasant. Now, when you're making them for yourself, you might make less, but again, that brings me back to my point of the versatility of the Oster. You can make more and not worry about it versus the limited capacity of this, if that's a problem. So you can get your good, my gosh, what's the word? You can get your servings of greens in one batch of an Oster Versa a little more easily, it seems, with this. Okay, any questions, anything you want to see me do with this, let me know, hit me up, and that's all for now. Thanks for watching.